My prediction is that presence, that word, its meaning, and our relationship to it is going to be the buzzword and the buzz topic in the self-help industry for the next decade. On my search of this topic, I wasn't looking into presence. I wasn't trying to figure that out. In fact, it's a connection that I made on my own and realized what I'm trying to figure out and where I'm trying to be in that state is actually just presence. But I had to take a bunch of different topics and I had to take some of my own, infuse these ideas until I came up with a framework that actually works for me to understand what I want and where I'm going. You see, what I found is that presence is just another word for fulfillment. Most people think that we should be chasing happiness, but happiness seems like too much of an emotion, doesn't it? It's not something that is fully sustainable, at least not in this life. Fulfillment is something that resonates more deeply with me because it implies the fact that not every moment is going to be happy, but you're working for fulfillment. Happiness, instead, is an emotion that comes and goes, but you can still maintain the path of fulfillment. That to me resonated. But what really shifted my focus to understand presence was when I asked, okay, so how do I pursue fulfillment? And I realized most of what everyone's doing and what everyone says in self-help books and what everyone says on social media is pretty much wrong, at least for me. Fulfillment, at least how I came to understand it, was something that you had to pursue in the moment to moment, the day to day. It wasn't something that was outside of yourself. Like many people talk about chasing materialism, hustle culture, and self-help to an endless amount of shadow work until you get to this point where you're happy. But it's very uncommon to hear someone talk about, okay, how do you live moment to moment while being fulfilled? This was the aha moment for me. I realized in order to be fulfilled moment to moment, I had to bring myself into the moment. And then when you do that, you realize there's internal resistance to what is going on with your life and your relationship in the moment to moment with it. And that's why it's so elusive. Because even with shadow work, even with working on yourself, even with trying to better yourself, even with rah-rah hustle culture or whatever it may be, deep down, you're still hoping to get to some other place in the future. You're not looking to your relationship with now and making now the best moment you can. So that's the next point. If you want to be fulfilled, how do you make the moment that you're in right now the best moment that you can? And so here's the curveball on this. The one that either goes over most people's heads, they've never seen before, or they don't want to recognize. This life, this existence, for 99.99% of the people on it, is about difficulty and challenge and problems. And that, in reality, if you're actually going after your goals and going after things that you deep down want to do, I'm not talking about vacations and things that your soul wants to do in this life. If you are pursuing those things and also taking care of your daily tasks, errands, and responsibilities, most of your life, most of your day-to-day is going to be challenge, problems, and difficulty. How much? Probably about 80%, 85% of your day. That's what it's going to consist of if you're in alignment with what you truly should be doing and want. So what does this mean? This means you have to accept this and you have to be receptive to the reality of this existence. You can't be at ends with it anymore. It's something where you have to deeply resonate with, like, this is reality. Let me align with it. Let me step into it. Let me feel it. Let it flow through me. You have to open that valve that's been turned off. This valve has been like this, not letting this energy just flow through you. So this is demanding your comfort and ease, right? And so anything that does not resonate with this just gets turned away into chaotic energy and dissipates, or stays within you and creates a block. But either way, once you understand this concept and you say this life is not about comfort and ease, and you open this valve, and then you start seeing the opportunities around you, and then this energy starts flowing through you and moving through you and up through you. Like a massive redwood in Yosemite, the energy starts at the ground, moves through the roots, comes up through the trunk, comes through the limbs, and pushes the tree despite the forces of gravity pushing it down. See, this life is meant to kind of put this pressure down. And you, as a conscious being, are meant to push against it. That is the objective. That is what we're here to do. And you can ask why, but it's pretty obvious, right? It's growth. Why is a tree going up? For growth, to live. We are no different. That's your purpose, that's your path. Although there's individual aspects to your purpose and your path, that is the main underlying one for 99.9% of us here. So if you're feeling what I'm saying right now, if that spark is lighting up within you and you know that that's a spark of truth, lean into it. This is where you want to be. This is, to circle back, presence. Presence is being in alignment with what you should be doing and what you want to do in non-resistance to what is. We have to quit resisting where we are. We have to quit resisting our higher calling to engage in life that is naturally about problems, challenge, and difficulty. If this is resonating, if this is sparking an aha moment within you, drop a comment below and I will keep making videos. But my purpose of this is to get people aligned with what they should be doing and start feeling more alive on the day-to-day. I'll see you.